Tonight's video is going to be a productivity video for all the enthusiasts like myself out there. We're going to talk about the principle of eating the frog, which is a phrase that was coined by Brian Tracy, I believe. And this principle essentially states that you should begin your day by working on the hardest tasks first. Because these are the tasks that usually we push off towards the end of the day when we've already wasted all of our energy and willpower, causing the project to get delayed even further, causing us to feel frustration, etc. This is something that's very popular in the productivity space as a way to fight against procrastination. But here I'm going to suggest an alternative approach that I've actually found after much experimentation that works better for me. And essentially, it is to take the opposite approach and start my day by working or getting out the way some small tasks first, because that allows me to build momentum, get some energy going, and it just gets me into a flow state that then I can use to attack the big project that I need to work on that day. For some reason, I found that this works better for me. I've experimented a lot with different productivity techniques, approaches, etc. And when I try to just begin my day and work on whatever big task I had planned for the day, there's times where I do have to grind through it, but oftentimes I felt that I was just fighting against my natural energy levels or creativity levels, because I have realized that everyone has an individual work rhythm. For example, I find that I get a lot of energy and a lot of creativity during the nighttime, which is the main reason why I film a lot of my videos at night, why I suddenly get a burst of inspiration and I start creating stuff and just working on my computer a lot at nighttime, because that's when the creative juices are flowing. I don't know why, but that's what works for me. I know for some people, it's the opposite. Some people like to get up early and that's when they like to get a lot of their work done. Everyone is unique, everyone has their own rhythm, so at least I encourage you to experiment, see which works best for you. What time is your ideal working time? When do you have energy to be working on things that you don't want to be working on, but you have to push through them? When is your creativity the highest? A lot of experimentation goes into it, which is how I ended up at the conclusion that working on smaller tasks first leads me to build better momentum for some reason, and I get more done because I get those out the way. I close the open loops on my mind, and then I can work on the big projects. And also just found that if I leave the big tasks for my peak energy times or my peak creativity times, it does help a lot with me feeling more energized to go after them. So that has been my experience. Still, I'm not discrediting the principle at all. I know it is useful for a lot of people. I know it works. It's just that I also encourage a lot of experimentation because there might be a better approach. Of course, if you don't do any of them, no one's gonna work. You have to do the work anyways. But the thing is that there's more than one way to skin the cat. That's the whole premise. So that is my experience sharing it, because maybe it's an approach you haven't considered, or just letting you know that it also works. Anyways, that's the video for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you at least found it valuable. If you did, please, I appreciate it if you dropped a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.